On the wicket he goes, that's six, that's a magnificent shot, all the way into the crowd. Watch that white ball fly. Have a look at the sixes amongst the crowd. That's gone back 20 rows.
It's a good-looking shot. Chase for thought, that's beaten him. 4 runs.
High percentage of Nathan Astle's runs are likely to come in boundaries. We've already seen him dispatch one over the boundary for 6.
It's a lovely shot through the offside. Craig White's chasing, but he won't get anywhere near it. That's beaten him to the fence by 20 metres.
If you give Nathan Astle any room, anything that's short or wide or too full, he's going to be a very punishing player.
It's a lovely shot. Over square leg, 4 runs, too short from Goff.
Well, Nathan Astle again has improvised here. Well, the ball just might have been just a little bit short of a length, but not a lot of foot movement by Nathan Astle here, and really he's just flicked it.
That's through the offside for 4. Illingworth can't stop the stem of runs.
Right arm over the wicket. He's whacked that one, that could be 6, it's over the top again, you beauty! Lovely straight hit down the ground. Ian Smith's out of his seat, lovely shot.
Well, that's brilliant stuff.
It's well pitched up, you don't pitch him up to him, he smashed that one away. This is a quick outfield, Atherton won't get there, it's 4. New Zealand World Cup and they're on their way.
Well, as he's chasing this Mike Atherton, he's probably thinking, yes, Graham Thorpe, you let me down with those 2 drop catches. Nathan Astle.
Nicely played by Astle once again. Oh, he's dived over the top of it, and that'll go out to the fence for 4. Well, he gave it the Harbour Bridge, didn't he? Well, he's still there, Nathan Astle, who's on 99. There it is, the first century of the World Cup for Nathan Astle. Astle charging and he's gone. So another New Zealander goes and Astle's long innings is over. And he's gone for 101, it's now 204 for 5. That's a good shot, magnificently played by him. Oh, he's got that away very well, that was short and it's in for 4. On the offside as well, and that'll go for 4. This is not a very good over from Cairns. Oh, he did that one over the top. It's beginning to look dangerous despite his problems. Oh, that's a nice shot. Larson dropping short and swung away beautifully by Heck for another boundary. Goes again. And another boundary. Over the top goes Heck. His fieldsman coming round, but no chance. Beautifully struck, and the 4 runs. Shot again.
Came right in this experimentation with Robin Smith back in the side for his first match of the tournament. It was a great opening partnership, a record opening partnership, in fact, for them against the world champions.
That's a lovely stroke, and it's 6 runs. Magnificent pull shot from Robin Smith. That's what England are looking for. That's beaten point. That's going to go for 4.
There's the off spinner. Just stood there, waited, and timed it, placed it perfectly. Very good cricket by Robin Smith.
Well picked up over square leg. Too short again, Wacker.
It's nice to use the slower ball, the off-spinner, but if you use it too often, the batsmen get used to it. It doesn't become a surprise anymore. They're waiting for it ready. Both Wasim and Waqar are using quite a lot of slower balls.
Lovely stroke, crashed through the covers by the...
Magnificent shot by Robin Smith once again. Wasim Akram coming round the wicket has got no answer.
And that's the reason why.
After bowling a very tight line, gave Robin Smith one opportunity of scoring, and he grabbed it. And there it is, the ball shot coming on to its onside, and Robin Smith picking it up.
There we are. They're going to go after him right from the word go.
Akif, the bowler. And a lovely shot, 4 runs, beats mid-off. And that's the 6th 4 for Smith, 73 for no wicket. Oh, that's a lovely shot, could be a 6, we'll have to wait and see. No, first bounce over the boundary line. In the mid-wicket area, 91 for no wicket. Atherton's 3rd 4. Smith sweeps, and it's running down to fine leg. That should be 4 runs, so England now on a roll and really taking Pakistan's bowling apart at the moment. 96 for no wicket. And that's driven 4 runs over cover, beautifully struck, and England are 103 for no wicket. And Atherton's 4th 4.
They've really got Pakistan by the throat.
That's gone for 4. Even with 2 men on the boundary, Smith still gets it through.
And that must be very pleasing for them.
4 more. Yet another boundary for England. 134 without loss at the halfway point. That's found the gap on the offside. That'll be 4 more.
Hit it well, but he also placed it perfectly. Magnificent shot, and English batsmen certainly putting the Pakistani bowling to sword.
That's lofted in the air. Waqar's there, and he's taken it. At last, something for this huge Karachi crowd to get excited about. Robin Smith, hampered by that calf injury, goes. The first England wicket down with a score of 147, and a magnificent little innings comes to an end.
And Waqar Yunus making no mistake, and something Pakistanis were waiting for, not only the team in the middle, but also the supporters.
147 for 1.
Oops, over they go. Well, it was much too close for that sort of stroke. Mike Atherton's been fiddling around their off stump throughout this World Cup, and that's a bad blow for England, a fine blow for Pakistan, 156 to 3.
Well, it's a great fight back by Pakistan. 3 quick wickets. It just changed the complexion of the game a little bit. 156 for 3.
Edge and 4, I fear. Fill for Chris Cairns. That's an outside edge past the keeper and an inside edge past the leg stump earlier. Oh. A bit of a mow from Grenier, and it's got away for 4. Grenier's done that. See, that's authority, isn't it? Down the wicket, over the top, nearly into the stand, but certainly over the rope. Oh, beautiful stroke. Away from the leg stump, and just timed that perfectly. 4 more. There's absolutely nothing that the New Zealand captain can do about it. over. Chris Harris, smashed. 6 runs. Hansi Cronje races to 50 for the big 6.
Here again, Cronje is not scared to play across the line. And faced with good authority again. Over the fence at mid-wicket for 6 more. Well, that's short of a length from Morrison. And that's pulled away again by Cronje. Beautiful shot over the top of mid-wicket. A couple of bounces, 4 more. And again, this time down the ground from Cronje, and that's 4 more. And that, once again, is a magnificent shot. Just a little bit of room outside leg stump. Full toss, and that's dispatched through extra.
Well, that's got to be close. Straightened down the line. Yes, he's given him. That's it. He's given him out. He stood there, looked long and hard, and eventually raised his finger.
Well, his footwork has been very, very uncertain. And there, once again, you see him pulling his foot back. If he had kept it stretched, he would have perhaps survived. But Steve Dunn really taking his time to decide that Jadeja was right in front to Fleming.
Damien Fleming continuing. He got Jadeja out. And he's bowled in. What a delivery that was too. Swinging back into the left-hander, and that bowled him neck and crop. He was back on his back foot there and left it far too late. It seemed to me it was through him before he had a chance of getting his bat down. That's good bowling by Fleming.
But once again, another Indian batsman not moving his feet at all. We saw Ajay Jadeja not moving his feet too much, and you can see over here very, very little movement. In fact, no movement at all from Vinod Kambli. The ball nipping back into him. That's the second Indian wicket gone for.
Got him with an attempted in-swinger, and I think on this occasion it was Azharuddin who just tried to hit it too hard. It was really a long hop and deserved to be dealt with, but he tried to hit it too hard.
Well, he's got that one in the air. This will be out. Yes, caught mid on. That's it. Lee making no mistake with that one. Hit high in the air, and Srinath caught it mid-on, and so that's 4 wickets for Fleming.
Well, Javagal Srinath didn't want to leave it till the end, deciding to go over mid-on here, but getting it high on the bat, only managing to find the Australian captain at mid-on. In fact, it was Shane Lee. So, important wicket gone for India, 224 for 8.
Hold him, that's the end of that. Really, he had to go for it, and what a good performance this was by Fleming. 5 wickets he's got for 36 in 8.6 overs. So a good performance by the Australians, and you can see there that they are very happy indeed with the way things have gone.
Well, Damien Fleming here sticking to the basics of bowling straight during the slow. So Damien Fleming with that 5-wicket haul has ensured that Australia has won this game. The full marks to the...
There's some wonderful straight driving going on at the moment. Another one all the way for 4 runs. This time Gary Kirsten. Well, that's a surprise shot. I think he aimed it a bit straighter, but it went behind square on the leg side. 4 runs. You can see the speed of the outfield. Fine shot. Oh, another cracking shot. Never mind the footwork.
And that's 4 runs, I think.
It is.
Carries on like that, he will. He's hit that hard, very hard. The 2 fielders out there, and he split them both. Run away for 4. That's a big hit. That's in the air, and he middles it. It's 6.
Restored to full fitness after that pulled hamstring. in the first match against New Zealand at Ahmedabad in India. He missed the match against the UAE. Very impressive average.
Runs through the mid-wicket area.
That'll get to the extra cover fence. Superb timing from Graham Hick. He really does look in excellent touch.
Oh, this is a classy shot. Just stands up, crisply hits it into the gap.
Might have even got away for 4, as this will. Wide and full, and Graham Hick isn't going to miss out on that sort of delivery. Take a little bit of time to find the right length, but that certainly isn't it. That's in the air. Oh, fingertips and 4. It's 52 for 2. Well, it's a very positive stroke, but it really dies to the fingertips of Lubers, the Holland captain, who got a touch on it. Hit it very hard. But now that has to go down. Cracking shot. Wide half volley, but still got to be put away, and Hick did it emphatically. Stood up and just hit through the line of the ball. Full flow of the arms. Take that.
Gentle pace.
Very healthy run rate building up. That's very well placed indeed, beautifully placed. Shows the exact spot to bisect those two fielders.
Yes, it's the perfect example of what I was saying about the off-spin is so slow. It's given Graham Hick time to get back, pick his spot, and play a very nice, well-placed back foot pull.
And that's Graham Hick's 50. So the half century for Hick, coming very shortly after the one which is scored by Thorpe. And the partnership is 100 exactly. 142 for 2.
Straight.
Floris Janssen to Graham Hick. Lovely shot. Oh, misfield and 4. Zadorant, the culprit.
Yes, through no fault of the bowlers. The bowler very sensibly kept the ball pitched up. Even when Graham Hick advanced and gave himself room, that should have been 1, 2 at the most. Bowlers have to be backed up by good feeling, especially when they're under pressure.
That's a big one. The fielder can't get there. It's 6.
Well, I think that's disappointing for the bowler, because I think he's bowled very well. And so is Lefebvre at the other end. At the death, it's always difficult. He made the batsman hit to his field placings, and I think he should have caught that. He came in a couple of yards, he should have stood still.
World Cup competition with a visit to New Delhi for the match between India and Sri Lanka. The ground there at the Fazosla Kotla ground is always had the reputation of being good for runs. It's a good wicket as far as the batsmen are concerned, and quite short boundaries. Well, the Indians came out and blasted 271 for the loss of just 3 wickets. Sachin Tendulkar getting a magnificent 137. We've already seen him in this Blade Runners programme, so we're not going to be featuring that one. Instead, we're going to look at the Sri Lankan response. Absolutely unbelievable. Dilip Mendis, the manager of Sri Lanka, said prior that he wanted at least 100 runs off the first 15 overs. Well, some scoffed. Jayasuriya didn't at all. He took his manager at his word. In fact, they got to over 100 in 13 overs. Well, Jayasuriya is our blade runner.
Leave it just short. Well, he's gone down the wicket, hit it inside out, and it's gone way over the top. Now, I think that probably was just short of the line.
I think it just bounced a little bit before it hit those billboards.
Bounces. Yes, I've got to say that I thought that was 4. So 4 signalled. And they've now moved the man just a little squarer down there. In fact, he's right where that ball went. He's got that one over. Oh, this is unbelievable. That's 6. A magnificent shot from just outside off stump. Take that, India.
Indeed. This is tremendous batting by the Sri Lankans. And Prabhakar is bearing the brunt of the Sri Lankan fury. Just been hit for a boundary, and now just to show that Sanath Jayasuriya can hit the ball on the other side of the wicket too. And now Prabhakar has a problem on his hands. Where does he bowl? He decided to go round the wicket.
No fine leg, no third man. There's a man at square on the boundary and on the offside of the boundary. A dot ball, surprise, surprise. 30 without loss, and we're only halfway into the 3rd over. This doesn't happen to many attacks early on in these matches. These guys are great to watch. Over he goes again. What a shot. One bounce and into the fence. Well, Prabhakar does not know what to do. He's tried over the wicket. He's gone round the wicket. And those Sri Lankan flags are flying. Have a look at him.
Well, that was a familiar sight in Australia. The Sri Lankan flags are flying. And Jayasuriya and Kaluwitharna giving them every reason to get those flags fluttering. This is exciting batting.
Well, I'm not sure that they really know what to do. They're following the ball at the moment. And that's 4-2. Just outside off stump, a beautifully played cut shot, and that's gone to the boundary. This could be over in 15 overs.
Johnny, you're being a little optimistic over there. But just when people were bound to think that Sanath Jayasuriya is all brawn, he showed that he has a cricketing brain too, and has tapped the ball delicately between widest second slip and gully for a boundary. And Prabhakar is now really in strife. Prabhakar is the captain of the Delhi team. This is his home ground, and he's being booed by the crowd here.
And that's 4-2. That's well played. That's an attempt at Yorker. It was a good delivery. Managed to get it away for 4. Don't get the press, Sonny. Sri Lanka 42 without loss. Oh, and that's gone for 4 as well. That's beautiful timing. He really has just caressed that one through the offside field.
He used the pace of the ball to guide it. Look at the back lift and look at the follow-through. There's no follow-through at all off the bat. He just used the natural in-swing that Srinath bowls, and used Srinath's pace as well to guide it for a boundary.
Oh, he's had a flay at that one, and it's gone way down towards third man again. He doesn't miss those, not too often anyhow. Got enough bat on that one to beat third man, and another 4.
Jayasuriya had decided even before the ball had been bowled that he was going to go and have a thrash at it. Sometimes when you play predetermined shots in any grade of cricket, one day or test cricket, it can get you into trouble.
For 1. Looking in the air, But through the covers, 4 runs. Good shot. 50 for Jayasuriya. Great innings.
What a fine knock by Jayasuriya. Superbly timed boundary. Getting behind it, taking the room right into the gap, bisecting the fielders. There's a hush here in the crowd. One would imagine there's nothing happening here.
Close to the stumps, and he's blazed that one through the offside field. Go and fetch that. That really was a blistering drive on the up, and no one was going to stop that unless they wanted to break their fingers.
Well, we've had over 270 runs scored today, but I don't think there has been any shot hit harder than this. Jayasuriya has given himself room and smashed it literally through the covers. That really went like a tracer bullet to the fence.
Certainly did. So they've gone past 100 now, 103 for 1, 83 balls. Sri Lanka on target. Oh, he's got it away, fine for 4, another 4. All he had to do was help it on its way. He didn't exactly hit it in the meat of the bat, but the fine leg's up, and anything in that direction is going to go for 4.
Well, this is good guesswork by Jayasuriya. He gave himself room to hit the previous boundary, but watch him here. The moment Salil Ankola's arm goes up, he's moved inside his stumps there. He knows the fine leg is up and just helped the ball on the way to the fence. Clever cricket there by Jayasuriya.
137 for 2 after just 20 overs, but India trying to claw their way back into this match. Goes for the big one down the ground. It's in the air, and he hangs on to it. Jayasuriya is out. Caught halfway to the boundary by Prabhakar. It hasn't been a great game for Prabhakar so far, but that was an important catch for India.
So that was a big wicket for India. The dismissal of Jayasuriya. Kumble, a little bit of air. Jayasuriya going for the big one, skying it very, very high up in the air. Prabhakar, eyes well on the ball and catching it to a nicety.
137 for 3.
Bit of placement, he's got that through the gap on the offside. That's the sort of shot we've come to know from Mark Waugh over the years. Beautiful placement, and notice how that ball really did run away quite quickly once it got through the infield. So it's quite a firm outfield once you can get it away. No ball called, and beautifully played. That is a magnificent shot.
Really looking to pick up the pace now. Brings up the 50 for Australia in the 15th over.
Well, Mark Waugh has decided here to take the attack to the opposition.
Banners, and one of them just a moment ago saying Mark Waugh, weapon of Australia. Certainly is one of the important weapons, and he's playing well today. Picked up a boundary. Nicely into the gap. Just one bounce.
He's bowling a little bit short at the moment, and there's no doubt that the Waugh brothers love it in that area. Back for the second, in comes the throw. So Mark Waugh brings up his 50. And that's exactly the way he would like to have started. On his way to 100 in this, the first Australian match.
Well, Mark Waugh is continuing the good form that he's shown as an opener.
Oh, he's got that one from outside off stump, and that'll go all the way for 4. So that's his 7th boundary, and he's really starting to turn it on now.
Mind you, Tony, it's a bit hot. Placing the ball very well.
Well, that's straight down the ground. That's a magnificent hit. That's way over the top of the side screen. A magnificent straight hit, the likes of which these two turn on from time to time. What a shot, Sonny.
Well, I just wonder what Maurice Odumbe is doing there. Is he smiling? Is he grimacing? Is he saying to himself, well, I'm getting you now. You've just hit a boundary and a 6, and now I've got you in 2 minds.
Well, 14 runs already from this over. Oh, that's well played too, and that'll go for 4. That's a magnificent shot. He isn't doing anything other than timing it absolutely magnificently. Now he really has settled in, Mark Waugh. Just watch this shot. It's in the air. This could be out. It's going to be caught. Yes, he's dropped him. Well, that is a disaster. David Tokolo has fielded so well today that one was straight down his throat. All he had to do was run in a few yards to take the catch. It seemed to get to him a little quicker than he expected. Hit the hard parts of his hand, just bounced out.
He threw it in very wildly to add to the overthrow.
He's whipped that one away on the onside, bouncing away towards the fence. 6 runs off the over. Australia 139 for 2.
Safe, it's beautifully placed. It's good stroke. That was a good, cool, calculated stroke. When he was slightly beaten in the length, he didn't just flail at it. And there it is. He'll only take the 2. It takes him on to 101. His 6th one-day international century. His first in the World Cup. And that puts him 3rd in line now for Australia behind Jeff Marsh and Dean Jones.
I think it's punished by Mark Waugh. He's really only got himself to blame because he dropped Mark Waugh in the outfield.
Well, you can see that he has done very little to plug that gap.
He's still getting plenty of beef into those shots, Mark Waugh, despite the tiredness. Another no ball. Beautiful timing from Mark Waugh, just showing that you don't need strength. Mark Waugh is obviously very tired out there, but with that lovely flowing style of his, he gets plenty of timing in the shot.
Very good total.
Could be a suggestion from the skipper that he give it away, and he's done exactly that. I think Mark Waugh quite happy to go.
Well, I'm not too sure any batsman likes to get out, even if he's got 100 under his belt. But Mark Waugh will not be too disappointed. He's done a very good job for his team. The Australians were a little shaky when they lost those 2 early wickets. Mark Waugh going for another biggie and skying a catch to backward point. That's a 3rd Australian wicket gone for 233.
A good shot, beautifully driven. That's a classic cover drive. A magnificent shot. You won't see many better than that. Right into the gap as well. And so Mark Waugh now begins to turn it on too.
Well, it wasn't even a bad ball, but Mark Waugh has played it on the up.
And this really is a glorious shot from Mark Waugh, standing up on that back foot and smashing it through point.
There's enough bounce there to encourage the batsmen to play their shots. The ball coming onto the bat looks to be, in fact, a pretty decent one-day pitch, because there's certainly some encouragement for the bowlers. As I mentioned, Srinath has put his back in and got a little bit of bounce there. That's beautifully hit.
This is precisely the reason why it is difficult to bowl to Mark Waugh.
Well, that's gone for 6. A flat one, that's a crowd killer. Hope they're all looking. 50 to Mark Waugh. And both the Australian openers bringing up their half-century with the 6 off Venkatapati Raju.
But there again you see what Ian Chappell refers to as the crowd killer, and you know why.
Raju bowling his last over, and he's already disappeared into the crowd twice. That makes it 3 times now.
Well, Mark Waugh has now decided to open his shoulders. The ball not quite flighted, but just in the right slot. You don't want to get too close to the ball when you step down the wicket.
And that's the 100 for Mark Waugh. Back-to-back centuries. That's a magnificent performance.
Indeed, it is, no question about it. Mark Waugh has been instrumental in getting Australia off to a brilliant start once again. He was overshadowed for a period by his captain Mark Taylor, who took the initiative from the Indian bowlers, but Mark Waugh has bided his time, and he's been rewarded with another century of only 120 deliveries. He's got 2 sixers in that as well.
Well, there's another crowd killer. Fortunately for the crowd, it's just a touch short.
Now, which gear is Mark Waugh stepping into, Ian? Because this was really a cracker of a shot. Srinath trying to dart the ball into him, trying to cramp him. But all that Srinath ended doing up was getting the ball into the right position for that shot into the crowd.
Doesn't quite get hold of that one. It'll go to square leg for 1. No, he wants 2. He's coming back. And, well, this has got to be close. He's given him out, yes. Well, Waugh doesn't think he was out. In fact, I think he probably expected the umpire to call for a replay. He didn't. That's umpire Dunn down there. Normally pretty cautious. He's given him out. Well, let's have a look at the replay.
Well, good piece of fielding this by Venkatesh Prasad. Mark Waugh looking to hit the ball wide of mid-on, but in the end managing to drag it to square leg. Prasad coming in quickly on a flat return to Mongia, just catching Mark Waugh out of his ground. Umpire Steve Dunn not needing the third umpire. And Australia lose their 4th wicket, 232 for 4. The end of a magnificent innings from Mark Waugh.
Got him. Yes, he's got him. Caught it slip. Playing a little cut shot.
And probably that's what the crowd has been waiting for. With going up his frame. And Richie going for a late cut. It goes straight into Slip's hands.
Yes, they needed this one. Richie Richardson is out. Caught it slip. And the crowd now will start chanting. This will be interesting to watch. There's the little shot. Little nick to slip. And that was the end of that. Richardson out. The West Indies 78 for 1.
On top of that.
Very well bowled. He's gone. Didn't fancy it, but it was through it. And it was a wrong one.
That was a superb ball, just googly again. But he's bowling them with so much immaculate accuracy that one he just didn't know what to do about it, and Campbell was beaten. All ends up. The ball going between bat and pad.
Because even when he heard the rustle of timber, he didn't want to go. But that was sure enough, middle enough. And off went the bails. And off you go, I'm afraid, Sherwin. And no wonder he's happy. He's bowled well. And West Indies now 115 for 2. Still didn't want to go. That's a terrible ball, but he's got him. What an extraordinary piece of cricket that was. A high full toss, and no wonder he looks mildly embarrassed. But he's got the wicket of Chanderpaul.
Well, that's the thing, that it's much better to bowl a full toss than a short pitch delivery, because when batsman is trying to play across the line, you generally tend to miss the line, or maybe if the ball is dipping, especially off a leg spinner, then you misjudge and you get out, and this is what happened. Full toss straight on the leg stump, and he had to go. Well bowled, Strang.
Yes, well bowled, Strang, but I don't know what Chanderpaul during tea because he was really after it from the word go, but he's gone for 8. It's 123. But now it's Strang, who's already taken 3 wickets, 3 for 25 off his 6. Has he gone? Yes, he has. That's the end of Arthurton, and it's Campbell who's got him. And Arthurton has gone for 1, and Strang has struck again, his 4th wicket.
That was a marvellous delivery again, and that one was angling away from the batsman. It was spinning away as well. That was a wrong delivery, a wrong one, and he's been doing that with a lot of success. He's bowled with a lot of perfection, the ball taking the glove, hitting the wicket-keeper's glove, and taken brilliantly at first slip.
Wonderful piece of reactions from Campbell, because as you say, it was just knocked away by Flower. Campbell picked it up, he's gone, it's 136 for 4.
That's out. Edward Odumbe, the man trying to go over the top. Alistair Campbell, the man taking the catch.
That's a brilliant catch there. Edward Odumbe again nowhere near the ball, and a good, sensible diving catch, I should say. Judged it very well, and he didn't make a big hash of it. Just took it very coolly, I should say. Odumbe not at all comfortable against Strang right from the beginning. Kenya 109 for 6.
And there goes another simple dismissal. Thomas Odoye just lofting the ball onto the offside, and Paul Strang strikes again.
Very simple catch, I should say. Just like a catch practice, and Odoye didn't know how to play the delivery at all, and just straight on into the Cowes fielder. Kenya struggling at 109 for 6.
Asif Karim replaces Thomas Odoye, who didn't last very long at all. That's close, and he's out. Didn't last too long either.
That's a sensational over by Strang, straight on the middle and leg, and is plumb in front of the wicket. Strang bowling very well, 3 wickets in 4 balls. And Kenya struggling 109 for 8. There you see. Well-flighted delivery on the middle and leg stem, and the batsman have missed the ball completely, and is plumb in front of the wicket.
Odumbe, and he's going to go. Oh, only just at the 2nd attempt. But he gets the wicket, and Paul Strang has his 4th wicket here.
Well, that is what exactly I was talking. He was not just going right on top of the ball. He plays from where he is, goes back first. And maybe he's a little uncertain about stepping out, as you see on that occasion. He just stands, his head is high in the air, plays it up in the air. There it goes. Oh, 2nd attempt. And it's amazing whenever such easy catches come in, and always difficult taken on the 2nd attempt. And at that score, at that time, Kenya 134 for 9.
The Kenyan innings is over, and Paul Strang has taken his 5th wicket. And here's how it happened.
It's a short delivery, a wrong one. Batsman getting good hold of it, but the ground's too long at that end, and he's taken very well.
Grant Flower takes the catch, and the important thing is the 5th wicket for Paul Strang. And
the rain came. Today, though, fortune favouring Zimbabwe, and they'll have been well pleased with that effort. Kenya all out for 134. And the man who did the damage, the leg spinner Paul Strang, great figures for him. So 135, the target for Zimbabwe.
The favourite, Saeed Anwar, down the track again. Oh, that's gone through mid-off for 4. The bowler didn't really deserve that, and he's furious. A crashing boundary by Saeed Anwar. He seems to be determined to get down the track, but the fielder should really have stopped that. Saeed Anwar drives. It's a little uppish, but it's going to be 4 runs. Jansen now plays again. And that's a lovely shot. Could be a 6. Yes, it is.
over long on. A magnificent shot which brings the crowd to their feet. The flags are waving. Plays it uppishly, but over the heads of the gully fielder there, and it's gone for 4 over the third man bound.
We go again. Yeah, 6 more. Difficult for long off. He didn't quite know whether it was going or not. Cantrell, the fielder. Edge through. Was that a chance or did it not carry? 4 more runs. That's a good shot. Give you an idea of the pace of the pitch when you can pull the ball between mid-on and the bowler.
That's a great shot. No point in chasing that. The 50 coming up for Pakistan in some style.
It's a fine shot through the covers. It's going to be 4. Beautiful shot by Amir Sohail. And that could be another 4. It'll beat Adams, who's going across from mid-off. What a beautiful drive through the covers. So Pakistan here cutting loose in this over from Donald. Cracks it, and this time it's through the covers, and it's going to be 4. Donald gives up the chase as that ball races away to the extra cover boundary.
It's going to reach the boundary. It's gone very fine. The left hand is broken, the left-hander's spell.
It's gone fine and will be 4. It's the only danger of bowling round the wicket when the line is wrong. It's so easy for the batsman just to help the ball on its way.
There it is. 100 for Amir Sohail. An important innings for Pakistan. It's been an innings of fits and starts. There's an overthrow, so he retains the strike. His 4th one-day international 100. 2nd 100 in World Cup competition. The Karachi crowd go wild. It's up in the air. It's Cronje. He doesn't miss those. Hansi Cronje picks up the wicket of Amir Sohail. Sohail departs the centre of the ground to enormous applause from this huge National Stadium crowd. 111 for him, 206 minutes and 139 balls.
Well, 258 Australia. Mark Waugh was certainly going to be a hard act to follow, and once again the spotlight fell on Sachin Tendulkar, and he really responded magnificently. His opening partner, Jadeja, went very cheaply, so too did Kumble, an experiment that didn't work. He went for a duck. Azharuddin went for just 10. Manjrekar came in and virtually held up one end as Sachin Tendulkar absolutely went on the rampage.
That's a good shot, beautifully played down the ground. That's a lovely cover, straight drive. Well, he was pinned down a little bit, and that last one just slightly over-pitched onto it in a flash. Straight down the ground for 4. 6 for that loss. Yes, this is their hero, that's for sure. They're going to have a lot of fun out there if Tendulkar gets going.
Well, that's well hit. Like Mark Taylor early in his innings, that ball wasn't all that short.
This is a great shot from Tendulkar. It wasn't really a bad delivery from Glenn McGrath. It just shows you how decisive Tendulkar is with his footwork. Just short of a length, and he's quickly onto that back foot and smashing it wide of mid-on. That really is a terrific shot. Not easy to play. It shows he has a very good eye.
beautifully hit. So Glenn McGrath making the mistake that a couple of the Indian bowlers did early in the Australian innings, just pitching too short.
Well, Tendulkar here has dismissed Glenn McGrath from his presence. If you look here, he's not really gone on to that back foot. His initial movement is to go forward. He stood there and smashed it through square leg. Really a terrific shot.
A lovely shot. That's a terrific over for Sachin Tendulkar. 30 for 2. Once again, just a little bit too short, Damien Fleming, and that now is 4 boundaries on the trot for Sachin Tendulkar.
He's a little man, but he certainly packs a punch when he plays shots like this. A little bit of room from Matthew Fleming, and Tendulkar has quick at it. And the ball really raced away to the fence. The man at third man making a despairing dive there, but only in vain.
Excellent shot.
Well, this is the shot he tried at the previous over, but the mistake he made then was he was trying to probably hit it too hard. But here he's waited on it, Sachin Tendulkar, this half volley, and look at that follow through. Got the placement absolutely right between the bowler and mid-on. The Bombay crowd on their feet.
Chance for McGrath, and not quite a second chance. Tipped it up in the air, and I think for a moment he thought he was going to get to it at the second try.
It'll be interesting to see here if the bat's turned in Sachin's hand, because it looks as if he's got the leading edge here. Took McGrath by surprise, gets a hand to it, and an effort, diving effort there, but unfortunately for him the ball was too far away from him. So a little bit of luck here for Tendulkar.
Oh, that's a lovely shot, and you can't see from where we are, but judging by the crowd, it's cleared the rope. Umpire Shepherd is checking. And in fact, is he getting the walkie-talkie out? Yes, in fact he is, to ask for a result. So we'll have a look and see whether it cleared the rope. Certainly the crowd think it did. McGrath wide on the crease, and that goes for 4. This is unbelievable batting, and the crowd loving every minute of it. 54 for 2. And that was very short. Tendulkar, amazingly, has gone straight over the bowler's head with it, rather than going through mid-wicket. That's 50 for Tendulkar.
And what a blazing knock this has been from the little man. A loosener from Shane Warne, a short delivery. There was a man deep at long on, but Tendulkar decided to smash it straight down the ground.
That's quite an amazing pull shot, because it was short. I don't know how he's got it down there with so much power. Amazing shot. Caught at mid-off, just out of reach, got a hand on it. Stuart Law is the guy at mid-off, and that wasn't a good shot from Tendulkar.
Well, he tried to play it an inside-out shot here, and this is a great effort by Stuart Law. Shane Warne giving the ball there, getting a bit of turn, and Law here diving backwards, just unable to get his hands on the ball, but this is good cricket already from Warne.
I must say, there's anticipation every ball here at Wankhede Stadium. the way Tendulkar's playing. And with Warne on now. And that's a bit of good fortune once again. Now, that could be interesting to see where and the umpire, quite correctly, umpire Shepherd, has called for a replay to see if it was a 4.
Well, this could be just 4 runs here because Shane Lee running back there at third man doesn't stop it at the first attempt, and then whilst he does it the second time, his feet are out of the boundary line. So this most certainly would be a boundary, but not a very good shot from Tendulkar.
Too short.
Well, a short ball from Shane Lee to start off, and Tendulkar has been there long enough to dispatch it to the fins.
And that's smashed down the ground. That brings up the 100 for India.
That one smashed down the ground, and what a shot that was. Again, short. He doesn't mind hitting the ball straight down the ground. It's a pull shot straight down the ground over the bowler's head.
So Mark Waugh to continue. And swept by Tendulkar in the gap. Just in front of the square leg umpire for 4 runs. He fetched that one from way outside off stump.
This is a shot which we don't normally see Sachin Tendulkar employ, but the pitch is affording a bit of turn. And he is playing it with the turn.
A short ball by Warne, and Sachin Tendulkar quick to pounce on that, going right back onto his stumps and pulling it through mid-wicket for 4 runs. His 13th boundary.
And that's very positive footwork there. Very quickly into position. The ball short. Tendulkar moving back and across, and therefore finding the entire onside field to play it.
This is beautifully played by Tendulkar. He gets across his stumps here when he goes back. There is a man at deep mid-wicket, so he goes right back on that back foot and smashes it through square leg.
This time he made Sheila at deep mid-wicket. Doesn't want to take any chances, rolling those wrists over.
Oh, that's out. He's got him. Yes, he's got him stumped. In fact, wide signalled. And so that's the end of what has been a magnificent effort as well. Well, now that was very, very wide. He was going after it. Let's have a look at the replay here.
Well, Mark Waugh quick to spot Tendulkar coming down the track, really fired that one wide. Even though the umpire signals wide there, he has got the wicket of Tendulkar out for a brilliant innings. But this is one wicket that India didn't want to lose at this stage. 144 for 4.
In the air and out. Taken at point. Pakistan strike again. Holland now are reeling. They're 28 for 2. Another catch for Ijaz, this time at point.
Straight to the fielder. There it is. Jubilant Waqar Yunus, happy with that.
Peter Cantrell goes. Holland 28 for 2. Tim DeLader on strike. Off the edge. Taken by Rashid Latif. Waqar Yunus on fire here. Holland at 29 for 3 now. Good diving catch by Latif, and this is a heartening sight for all Pakistan supporters. Waqar Younis back on form.
There it is. Good catch by Rashid Latif, and Waqar Younis, there he is. Looks a very happy man.
Tim Delayder faced 18 balls but didn't trouble the scorers. He's gone caught behind off Waqar. Holland 29 for 3.
There he comes again. Afonso, the batsman. Bowled in! Clean bowled! And the 5th wicket is down for 130, and the crowd loves it. That's what they want from a fast bowler, and they've got it.
Well, I think we talked about the Yorker, the in-swinging Yorker, one that's nice and full, prevents the batsman playing the big shots. You will not see a better example of the Yorker than this one here from Waqar Younis. It's right on target. He's aiming to hit the base of leg stump, sneak under the bat, and look at that for accuracy. Leg stump goes cartwheeling back towards the wicketkeeper, and on his way back to the pavilion, Flavian Afonso, very handy knock for Holland today.
Bowled in, middle stump. What a beautiful delivery.
No disgrace in this for Roland Lefebvre. He really did have to up the ante. Captain for the day, and he was looking for the boundary. Accuracy personified Waqar Younis. You saw him hit the base of leg stump to get rid of Afonso.
50 overs. Afonso batted a long time for his 58, but against the might of Waqar, Wasim and Mushtaq, it was always going to be hard going. And those Pakistani bowlers looked highly effective, and it'll be interesting to see how they go against a proper batting side, if the Dutch will forgive.
Swap line into the gap. He's got it through as well. It's rolling down the fence. This will get to the boundary. So Sachin Tendulkar off with a 4 as well. Well, it's nicely played by Tendulkar. He's blasted that one through the onside field again. Lovely timing. Just drops that left shoulder away just a little bit quickly. Well, that's a magnificent shot. Oh, he's got that away too. He's on fire. Tendulkar smashed this one into the gap at mid-wicket, and it's gone for 4 as well. He's got that one over the infield, and that'll go down to the fence as well.
Oh, he's just picked it up from just short of a length and made a nonsense of it. Fantastic play from an amazing player.
There it is. Beautiful shot by Sachin Tendulkar, and what a way to bring up that centre partnership. Opening partnership of 100 runs in just the 20th over. What a shot. Beautiful. No point in moving after hitting shots like that.
He's got that away, that's it. Tremendous performance by Sachin Tendulkar. His first 100 in World Cup cricket, his 5th in one-day internationals, and his fans are loving him.
Aravind De Silva, the new batsman in. And his World Cup career record, 1982. Edge dropped by wicket-keeper. Ball running down to the boundary for 4. So a life for Aravind De Silva. Certainly catchable. And the Sri Lanka total 102 for 2. There's the replay. Big edge. Beats the diving wicket keeper. And what is it up for Kenya? There's the Sri Lanka. And that's pulled by Aravind De Silva. Back with a square. Two into the 15th over. Driven past the bowler. Out towards long off. That's 4 runs to Aravind De Silva. After 15 overs, the Kenyan bowlers unable to contain the Sri Lankan batsmen. If you watch the replay, he couldn't hit it straighter than that. Down the leg side, and that's kicked away by Arvind De Silva, down to fine leg. This time De Silva making room for himself. Bring that towards point, gets 4. De Silva sweeps and sweeps well. Down to fine leg, that's 4 more. Again De Silva sweeping. Finds the fielder down at fine leg. And that brings up Arvind De Silva's 50. Coming off. And De Silva pulls this one back for a square. That goes into the boundary. 4 more brings up the Sri Lankan 200 in the 29th over. And Arvind De Silva works his way towards mid-wicket. That's racing out to the mid-wicket boundary. And that's 4 more to Arvind De Silva. Pick the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. And this one is pulled by De Silva towards the mid-wicket boundary, and that's 4 more. So the Kenyan bowlers dropping it a bit short, and Arvind De Silva absolutely strong in that area. He loves that stroke. And they're taking a full opportunity of some poor Kenyan bowling. Full toss. Pull towards long on, and that's 4 more. So the Sri Lankan total up to 240 for 2 at the end of the 35th over. And De Silva back cuts well down towards the third man. Gets 4 for that. Total up to 271 for 2 in the third exclusive century in World Cup cricket. And this one is clipped away towards backward square. Gets 1. 292 for 3. Pushed out towards mid-on. And Arvind De Silva completes 100. And he's the first Sri Lankan to score a century in World Cup cricket, coming off 92 balls with 12 boundaries. Down the track and looking for the stumping. That's wide called by umpire Ramasamy. So close call for Arvind De Silva. Down the track and hits this down towards mid-wicket. And that's a big hit from Arvind De Silva. And he's the danger man when he gets going. And that cleared the blue is watch in amazement. And Arvind De Silva down the track. And that's a big hit. It cleared the boundary at least by 4 or 5 meters. Sri Lanka 322 for 3. There's Arvind De Silva launching to that. And De Silva pulls this over the top. That's racing out to the long on boundary, 4 runs. So Suji coming in for some stick. And Arvind De Silva in full flight. jubilant crowds watching their local heroes in action. And De Silva pulls this up towards mid-wicket. And that's another big hit from Aravinda De Silva. And that clears the boundary as well. .346 for 3. De Silva down the track. Hits that to long off. And that's 6 more to Aravinda De Silva. In the air. Fielder getting on it. And he's dropped. So a straightforward chance going a begging. Piccolo dropping Aravinda De Silva, and this could prove costly. Overthrows. So here's the replay. De Silva 2 steps down the track, hitting towards long on. Piccolo getting under that. Perhaps losing his concentration for a moment. And drops away to this powerful Sri Lankan batting side. And De Silva again going for the big hit. In the air. And that's 6 more. So Aravinda De Silva enjoying himself. And what innings this has been from De Silva. Pulls out on the offside. And this time is out caught. No mistake about that. Modi taking a good catch at long off. And Aravinda De Silva departs in the 49th over. Modi keeping his eyes on the ball. And a standing ovation from this crowd as Aravinda De Silva departs for 145.
That's beautifully stroked by Kamli, straight down the ground, and once it beat the bowler, it was 4 runs all the way. Lovely piece of timing.
Vinod Kambli uses a very, very heavy bat, and he's got several.
Down the track comes Kamli and plays it beautifully over mid-on to the pitch of the ball and going through with the shot. So welcome boundary for India, 56 for 3.
That's a good shot, beautifully placed.
It's quick to get onto that bad ball. It's really short. Doesn't have a mid on there. It's really short. Kambli going on the back foot, watching it till the very end, playing it beautifully into that vacant area.
Just over the bowler's head and well placed in the end.
Nicely struck, getting a little bit of room. Ball pitched further away from the batsman. Getting on right up top of that. On the rise.
Well hit. Just short of the boundary rope.
Using his feet really well, Vinod Kambli. Getting right on top of the ball with the swing. Straight over the bowler's head.
There's 50 for Vinod Kambli.
That's an innings of character by Vinod Kambli. Absolutely marvelous, coming in a position when India were 32 for 3.
Man out there, and he's dropped it. Stephen Peel will be mortified.
Straightforward chance. Wasn't difficult at all. Had to just move out a few yards onto his right. Full toss.
Beautifully played by Kamli here. Waited on it, opened the face of the blade and got the placement absolutely right, square of the wicket on the offside. 138 for 3. Well, this is the second time in quick succession that Vinod Kambli has been put down, and the Zimbabweans might well rue this drop chance.
Well, Campbell took that excellent catch to get rid of Mohammad Azharuddin diving forward, and this is in cricketing parlance.
Beautifully played on the offside by Vinod Kambli, stepping back on that back foot and crashing it through the covers. 189 for 4 India after 43 overs.
As the fifth bowler.
Kambli on 99. There's the 100 for the young man. A very excited player he is.
That's very well played by Kambli. Played a superb innings, coming in at a situation in India with 3 down for 32, getting his second 100 in style.
Well played. Third man is up. That's brilliant batting.
Well, again a full length outside the off stump. Kambli waiting till the very end, letting the ball come on, just guiding it past to the vacant third man before. Just look at that.
Man long on, and it's straight down his throat. Grant Flower taking the catch. That was well taken because that was drilled flat and hard. That ends an excellent innings from Vinod Kambli.
Superb innings of character. It was quite obvious that after he gets his 100, he'll go for the shots, which he exactly did after playing that lovely late cut for 4 on this occasion, wanting to hit him over the top. And as we've been talking from the very beginning, it won't be that easy to hit it over the top, but this occasion is not able to clear it. And Kambli has gone for a brilliant 106. India 219 for 5.
That's an example of Ponting playing the short pitch delivery.
And a good strike rate. In the air and just over the top of the mid-wicket fieldsman. Back for the second. That's Ricky Ponting's half century. A little chip shot, just clearing mid-wicket. That's in the air and into the gap again. That's very good placement. One bounce and over the fence for 4. Ricky Ponting does play that pull shot superbly. There is absolutely no future in bowling short to him. Or back at him, and that was catchable, but it was hit so hard that he couldn't get his hand in place. That's a magnificent drive, uppishly hit, but it went all the way.
That's 6.
He's a real talent, Ricky Ponting, and that sort of a stroke of Ian Bishop is as special as you'd wish to see from any young player. Quite brilliant placement and really good use of the feet. That's what made that shot so terrific.
Curtly Ambrose trying to use the boot there, and his fielding has been a bit sloppy in the last half an hour or so.
Last ball of Curtly Ambrose is over. Mid-off and mid-on have gone right back to long off and long on.
He's got it away. This will be a century. This is a very good innings by Ricky Ponting. His second one-day international century, his first in the World Cup, and the 9th by an Australian batsman in the World Cup. Well played, Ricky Ponting. And they have lifted that run rate, and so they're going to get themselves a respectable score. Oh, that's well done too, and he's given him his out, run out. That's a very good throw. Ambrose coming in there, and all in one movement. He's let it go. The throw was superb, right over the bails, which it needed to be. And those bails were off in a flash, and Ricky Ponting was found just short.
Roger Harper certainly showing very safe hands on this occasion. The throw was very sharp, very quick throw, and he's well short. Umpire Shepherd needing not to call for the third umpire. Australia 216 for 5.
Well, these two might have a better understanding. Well, that's well played into the gap on the onside. That'll run away for 4 as well. This time Richie Richardson latching onto a bad delivery. That one was over-pitched on leg stump. You cannot bowl there to class players.
Well, Richie Richardson has been struggling a bit of late, but that's not where you go to Richie Richardson, whether he's struggling or not. Again, rifle pretty wide on the crease. They are slanting the ball in towards his path.
Got that away very fine. Steve will field it. 3 there. And Richardson picked that all right.
Well picked by Richie Richardson, saw the googly and smashed it away. A little short from Shane Warne. Really good batting. Richardson's been very watchful of anything up to the bat and very punishing on anything short.
That's an excellent shot. Not hard to score off at all, Michael.
I knew that was coming, Ian. Made ground, got to the pitch of the ball. Look at this footwork. Got there beautifully undriven through their position.
Oh, he's hit that one high. This could be out, or it'll go the other way. I think he'd get him. No, it's 6 over the top. A big hit, that one. It's a long boundary down there, and really Ricky Ponting hovering underneath that one. Made the catch, but the line was right at his feet as he made the catch, and so that was the end of that. He took it over the line. Big hit, this.
And Ponting has to look back and get his balance, and as he steadies himself, it's too late. Jumping for the catch takes him off back.
Well, it's got stuck into that one. It's bouncing down towards the boundary at square leg, and it's gone for 4. Well, that was perfect placement. That's a good way to start. That also brings up Richie Richardson's 50.
What an excellent response by the West Indies captain.
Oh, shot. Magnificently played, Richie Richardson. He's blasted that through the offside field. It's a nice way to welcome one of the Australian opening bowlers.
It does give it the most terrific flail through the offside, Richie Richardson. He's getting his feet going nicely now. Look how this left foot comes out with the ball.
Beautifully, that's gone for 4. Now, that wasn't luck. He played that shot purposely. Perhaps he didn't mean it to go as fine as it did, but he certainly meant to get it away fine so that he could beat the third man. That's well played.
Fortune favouring the brave here for the West Indies.
Boys hit that one square, and it's going for 4. Short deliveries on this wicket are a no-no. Richie Richardson lapped that one up.
Absolutely Richardson's strongest shot. His whole game is based on the back foot. He's worked hard to try to make himself be better off the front foot.
That'll help.
Rifle will be trying to work out why he did that. Putting a little bit extra into it, and it slanted down the leg side, and Richie ripped all over it.
Beautifully hit. That relieves a bit of the pressure.
Good shot again by Richie Richardson. We haven't seen Paul Rifle bowl on that length too often, right up to the bat. Richie Richardson making sure that he took full 2 men inside the circle at this point. But Jimmy Adams found the gap beautifully there. Just 2 more to get.
And there it is, another boundary to finish it off. So the West Indies have made the quarterfinals, and a very relieved captain there, just congratulating Jimmy Adams. And that's been a courageous performance from the West Indies. Suddenly there's a smile back on the face of the West Indian players. Very good comeback after their loss to Kenya.
Very good performance by the West Indies indeed.
Well, it's great for something to go right.
It's a chase for Stewart. He won't get there. The Pakistan openers using these angles to perfection. That'll be 4 more. Illingworth's not going to get to that. Cork not learning from his mistake. Pakistan 33 without loss. He certainly throws the kitchen sink at it.
That's going to be 4. No doubt about that. He hit it early, hit it square, much squarer this time. It's a cracking shot.
And look at this, Illingworth bowling to Saeed Anwar, and he hit it square rather than fine, and middled it well, and also his placement was to perfection. Well, we all know that who they have come to support and cheer up, but that was a magnificent shot by Saeed Anwar.
10 boundaries between them altogether. And that finds a gap as well. It beats the short, fine man and zips away, bumbles over that hard ground, over the practice net, the practice area, which will be hard and rolled.
The sweep shot is very much in vogue in this World Cup, and Saeed Anwar, after playing that straight lofted drive, sweeping for 4 more.
That's Saeed Anwar facing Gough, the bowler. It's a fine shot, and it's going to be 4 runs to the extra cover boundary. Atherton gives up the chase, bisecting cover and mid-off. A beautiful shot, 77.
Illingworth at long off.
Well, there's the 100 up for Pakistan in the 20th over, 20.5, and they've lost 1 wicket. England also had a very good start, but they faltered in the middle, and I think the Pakistani bowling contained them very well. And here also, I'm sure England captain must be hoping that Dermot Reeve, Illingworth would do the same job. That's Saeed Anwar's 50, and a well-deserved applause that he's receiving and acknowledging. He has been scoring quite consistently in this tournament, and that surely will please him. 50 or 54 deliveries is an excellent going, and I think without taking undue risk, he has achieved that target. He has played magnificently for Pakistan.
Graham Hick is the next throw of the dice from Michael Atherton. He's replacing Richard Illingworth. That'll go very fine. Chase for Illingworth.
Good throw. Very good throw.
Very good throw, yes. Illingworth there, after finishing his bowling stint, now patrolling the fine leg region. And he had to cover a fair amount of distance. Nice pick up and throw. Saeed Anwar, obviously knowing that Graham Hick is the weak link of England bowling.
That's found the gap, perfectly bisected the fielders. Cork's not going to get there. Lovely, delicate shot from Saeed Anwar, who's now passed 500 runs in all World Cup cricket.
There.
It's just going to get there. An excellent over from Cork until the last ball. That's gone for 4. Pakistan 137 for 1. This partnership already worth 56 runs. Ijaz took his time having a look at the bowling, but Saeed Anwar never bothers with those niceties. Neil Smith has come on to replace Graham Thorpe. 3 substitutes on for England. I don't know who fields next if someone else gets injured. That may be a problem for Geoffrey Boycott and Tony Lewis.
And it's a problem for Saeed Anwar. Well, he's played a shot so well, so often. One of the rare occasions I felt that the England bowlers kept the ball up there, dragged the batsman into the drive, but a super little innings.
Well, it's a very full, extravagant drive. Didn't quite get his foot to the ball, but you can't criticise a man who's played splendidly. And 70 runs he's made, 71 runs of 72 balls. That's fine going. He put them in a very, very strong position. 139.
There he goes again. He middles that one. That's a colossal blow. 6 runs, not only over the boundary rope, but over the fencing alongside. Terrific shot.
Wasim Akram, Danny Morrison and now PJ Barker have been put to the sword from Salim Raza. And so that's a very good hit indeed. Used his feet, got down to the pitch of the ball.
Cracking shot. He may have been somewhere else, but that worked.
Almost one of the shots of the day, actually, because again he advanced down the pitch to the quicker bowler, PJ Barker. And I think he's really looking to hit that one through mid-off, but really he squeezed that through extra cover. And that bottom hand just coming into play there, but boy, that rocketed away to the boundary. Exciting to watch.
Here he goes. Big, high one and over. He can hit them, this boy.
Well, there is a man down at long on. So the danger there is he doesn't get it right. He is in trouble. Good use of the feet to the pitch of the ball. He hit.
Well, here he comes. Oh, he's got another 4 over the keeper's head. But he had 2 big shots in that over, and they produced for him 10 runs, and for the team 14. Up comes the 50 after 10 overs. Oh, he's heaved that away. Goodness gracious, where's that gone? That's another 6. Salim Raza hits his 3rd 6.
Well, this is a great shot because it's very much premeditated. Look at the footwork here. He's in business before the ball gets delivered. He opens up that stance, and all he really has to do from a bowling point of view, or ask the bowler to put it in the right spot. Put it in my hitting slot, please. Tim DeLader does that perfectly, and over the rope it goes.
He catches up with that. That's going to be 4. Lobs it over the head of the man at fine leg who was inside the circle, And he races up to 49.
Well, this is not good bowling at all, because he could see the footwork. We could all see the footwork before he let it go. And that really is putting it in the hitting slot. With
Looking for the first 50 of the World Cup. For a UAE player, he's going to get it too. He'll get a couple, and will come back easily for his second, and that is a well-made half-century for Salim Raza.
Well, a small crowd here, but they're seeing what they've come to see. If he can go on a little bit longer, he'll cement that victory. Strike rate 124.
Well, that's a good cricket shot. We've seen some funny ones, but that is an excellent shot. Everything in the right place, and it fizzes to the boundary.
Well, the first 2 or 3 shots in the over perhaps went copybook stuff. This is the shot of a master, this. Magnificent square cut, the balance is there.
And he's got it over the fence again. A 4th 6 for Salim Raza.
Well, he's shown me and he's shown everyone he's not scared to have a look at the off-spinner as well. He had to look for 3 balls. This is probably as close as he's been to getting out, because it only just cleared the man at long on. Only by about 10 feet. Yeah, number 4 was the number in the over, that's for sure. Will number 6 be?
Yeah, maybe will. Well, that's 5 sixes now, and the crowd loves it. At the Gaddafi Stadium, end of the over, 92 without loss.
Well, tremendous hitting there. They were very good cricket shots indeed. Use of the feet, excellent. To the pitch of the ball, hitting under, but very powerfully indeed. God, I've seen some great hitting in my time, but this has got to be right up there with it.
97 without loss. Change in commentary now. Tony Lewis and Sir Richard Hadley.
Floated high and floated far over the boundary line again. It's a long boundary for a long time. I thought it might land in the hands of the fielders. Straight over the top.
Well, that's his 6th 6 now. And Eddie Salim Raza is enjoying himself out there, and Stephen Lobbers just lobbing the ball up there, and was made into a full-time area.
Cracking shot. I mean, there's a man down there, what, 15 yards away, and he made 5 yards. First bounce really zipped past him.
Good use of the footwork as well, and quite happy to get a bit of loft on it, but he did hit it very straight. And of course, the ball gathered pace as well off the outfield. Nothing wrong with the delivery, just very well played indeed.
Here we go again. Now he might be caught. He is caught. Super catch. Really good catch. So difficult to stand with the rope at your heels and keep your composure.
Basaran takes the catch. And so Salim Raza, who's really entertained the crowd today, and it's been a wonderful innings, but he'll be saying to himself, well, had I been just a little more cautious, I might have gone on to get 100 here. But he did hit some wonderful, wonderful shots. Just got under that one far too much, really. Got a lot of height on it. And Zara there took the ball probably a metre inside the long-on boundary rope. Very good catch. Taken very much the way the Australians like to catch the ball. Well played, though, Salim Raza. 84. Look at that strike rate, though. 68 deliveries. And so he's been caught Zara and bowled Lubbers for 84. So the first wicket goes down with 117 on the board.
Well, that's a good shot. Magnificently played. Racing away to the fence. Tendulkar off the mark with a blistering fall. This crowd has come alive.
Well, just what the crowd needed at this stage. Short and wide from Pushpa Kumara and Tendulkar. Right.
Lovely cut. Right over the top of it. Should be 4 runs. Beautifully played by Tendulkar.
That was a difficult one to play because thus it was wide. It had a fair amount of bounce in it, but Tendulkar just rolling the wrists.
Was on one of those rare occasions going astray. Tendulkar releasing his hands, seizing the opportunity and guiding it towards the point bound.
Pull shot, 4 runs. Too short. Pushpak Kumara paying the penalty, digging it in short and accommodated by Tendulkar.
Great shot there by Tendulkar. Pushpak Kumara going far too short to the master and he whacks it over mid-wicket.
Slower ball, well played, into the gap it goes, racing away towards the fence. That's a lovely time shot, it'll go all the way. Well, this is a very quick outfield, Sonny.
This is the kind of boundary I like. You must make the fielder chase the ball right up to the boundary ropes. Get him tired as well. There's no point crashing.
And his reply down the track to the pitch of the ball, and the ball goes soaring over mid-on for a 6. What a way to end the over. 87 for 1 India. Swept again. This could be out. A loud appeal, and up goes the finger. So Sanjay Manjrekar trying. That's played beautifully, fine on the onside, and this might go all the way to the fence. Gurusinha giving chase and just unable to stop the ball. That was really beautifully played by Tendulkar, bringing up the 100 for India.
Me, that is out. Down the wicket he goes. He's hit that high. It's gone all the way. What a hit, way over the top. A huge 6. The little master himself has smashed that one way over the top of the head of the wide mid-on fieldsman. He simply watched it go sailing over his head.
That's the ball that Sachin was waiting for.
Here. Lovely shot, straight down the ground. Beautiful hot outfield. All the way for Paul. That's all about timing. Smashed it down the ground. Will it bisect the fieldsman? It will. Beautifully played by Sachin Tendulkar. Placed to perfection. Was that a go at that one? It's gone miles. This is a huge 6. 30 rows back. Muscles himself. Whack. It's going all the way down. It's going to be 4. He's at 6. Just over the line. I reckon that's 6. Wide of the fieldsman. Dara Messina desperately trying to get there. Couldn't quite make it. Way down the leg side. 4. He got some bat on that one. 4 runs. A rank full toss. A little edge. 4 wides. Outside off stump. It's in the air. Dara Messina's underneath it. It's going to go for 6. It's over. Dara Messina hovering under another big one. It just kept going and going and going. Whipped that one away, another 4. A magnificent shot. Well, that is great, great batting. 6, 2, 4, 6, 4.
Well, who said cricket was all about brute force?
Wabal dropped. He's picking it up. If he has a go, he's got him. Yes, he's got him. That's got to be out. Tendulkar out, run out. Well done, Chaminda Vaas. That was a magnificent bit of fielding, and it brought to an end one of the great knocks in one-day cricket. Sachin Tendulkar, take a bow.
271 for 3. What an exhilarating last 6 overs. Absolutely an onslaught by slashing Sachin. And 137. What a pity he didn't carry his bat through the innings. A quick check on the scorecard.
Steve Ticolo, the new batsman. Good stroke from Ticolo. Through extra cover for 4. Muttai Muralidharan over-pitching that time. And Steve Ticolo quickly to the task. Full face to the bat. And Ticolo drives once again. Handsome stroke. Through extra cover for 4. So the Kenyans are looking to score runs
quickly. There's the Muralidharan. Over pitching once again to Steve Ticolo. To the wicket keeper. Pulled by Ticolo towards mid-wicket. Donaldson pitching outside the off stump. And Ticolo picking up that very well. And this one is flipped away towards mid-wicket. That's 4. Ticolo didn't bother to move. Oh, that's 6. Umpire Steve Dunn calling that a 6. So good stroke from Ticolo. Partnership now 55. And Ticolo tries to sweep and half-hearted appeal. The ball running down towards the fine leg boundary. Cut off by Sanat Jayasuriya. That's pulled by Ticolo through mid-wicket. And Pushkumar dropping that shot. Ticolo rocking back on that. And pulls it over mid-wicket. Ticolo and Modi. And Ticolo back cuts well down to third man. What a fine player Steve Ticolo is. He's proved it in this 6 Nobles World Cup. Jayasuriya dropping that shot and Ticolo on the back foot. And Ticolo down the track. Lofts this one over long off. That's a big hit from Ticolo. That's 6. So the Kenyans sticking to their task, trying to chase this massive target of 398. Ticolo on 80. That's nicely worked away off his pads. Steve Ticolo picking up 2 for that. That should be close. The bails off in a flash. Here's the replay. Nice flat return to Kalvitana, but Ticolo was home. And Ticolo pulling that over long on. In fact, it was Marwan Athapattu substituting for Arvind Disselbaus in the field. He took the catch, but he was over the boundary at that stage. So it's 6 more to Stephen Ticolo. The Ticolo drives out towards long on. That's 4 runs. That's well struck indeed. It had a lot of timing. The power was there. The fielder had no chance in cutting that off. So Ranatunda and Kumar Dharmasena. And that's a good delivery. And that beats Ticolo. He's out clean bowled. Yorked himself. And Steve Ticolo out. Super delivery from Kumar Dharmasena. Kenya 196 for 5. Ticolo out for 96. Certainly deserved to get a 100. Angry with himself. But what a fine innings from Steve Ticolo.
Well, we haven't seen too many wrong ones from Shane Warne, but have a look at this. Andy Flower and all sorts of...
Well, that's got to be out. Yes, he's got him. That's well done. Healy going away there, and I tell you, it just seemed to me that the fieldsman at point may have created a bit of a problem for him. Looked for a second as if there was going to be a bit of a collision. As it turned out, there wasn't. Mark Waugh was in that position, and nicely taken by Healy. He really is good at getting out of the traps and following these.
Now there's something for the sweepers of the world to think about. Inside edge. Well, it's an absolute clinker. Not quite the Mike Gadding ball, but it was good enough for number 11. in Zimbabwe, it was a beauty.
Too good for a number 11. Very little he could do about it, but to just watch the ball hit his off stump. So Zimbabwe all out, and this last wicket to a great delivery from Shane Warne.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. He really is very talented, Saeed Anwar.
And Venkatesh Prasad here is welcomed to the bowling crease with a superb piece of timing by Saeed Anwar. A little bit of room outside that off stump, but he really just stroked it through the covers. Lovely piece of timing.
Oh, that's an excellent shot as well. Already, I think we're seeing the difference between these two left-handers. Saeed Anwar is a very wristy player, but I think he's a little more talented than Sohail, and he will take less risks. Even in the first over, Sohail was having to take risks in an attempt to hit boundaries. This man, they'll come pretty easily to him. And Jadeja misses on this occasion.
Well, there's a hush in the crowd, but the Pakistanis won't mind that. Another brilliant square cut by Amir Sohail, helped here by Jadeja. He may have got a bad bounce here.
And that's just encouragement for the batsman to try and go over square leg.
Now this is good, clever cricket by Saeed Anwar. Gets his foot outside the line of off stump and just helps the ball on its way over square leg. Now this is again a glorious piece of timing. It wasn't a bad ball, but really just the talent of the man. Superb hit on the up.
There, once again, we see Sohail taking the risk, giving himself a bit of room.
Well, he's a swashbuckling opener, is Amir Sohail. And here you could see, even before Srinath bowled, he was looking to give himself room. And really, he's smashed this through the offside.
Once again, he's prepared to take the risk, Amir Sohail. So, after 7 overs, Pakistan 49 for naught. Anil Kumble has had the best over of the innings for India.
This really is a huge hit from Saeed Anwar. Really tucked himself into Kumble here. Opened his shoulders and hit it many a mile into the crowd. Really picked this one up beautifully.
Oh, excellent shot. Beautiful positioning of the feet.
This is a superb cricketing shot by Amir Sohail. Even before the bowler bowled, he's moved outside that leg stump and really just gone through the line.
It's just going to clear mid-on. And in fact, it's going to keep running and away to the boundary. Ravi, I don't envy you your task. It's not going to be easy.
Certainly isn't, and especially with the way these two openers are going. They've had a good tournament, and here Saeed Anwar looking to actually hit it over mid-wicket, but getting enough bat on it to hit it straight and carry all the way into the fence. Just got inside the line of that ball and literally flicked Srinath into the stands.
It's blasted away through the offside. That's a lovely shot again. It's just impossible to hold these two back. Again, it's short, and that area is covered, but it's not covered dead square. The placement has been very good too. That is a rank long hop, and if you really are attacking, it's the sort of delivery you'd be wishing for. And this was dispatched with consummate ease. The hands are snapping, and there's a roar and a bounce back in the stadium.
Well, Srinath did something different this time. He went round well, and that's the first wicket of Pakistan gone. Saeed Anwar, the dangerous batsman, gone for 48, Pakistan 84 for 1.
So Ijaz Ahmed's the new batsman. Down the wicket and a big edge, and that'll go for 4. Well, again, you slash hard enough, and you give yourself a chance, and this is an example of that. That really did fly off the edge.
Yes, he's given himself a bit of room to be able to swing those arms freely.
This could just be the innings that swings it for Pakistan.
Well, now right in the slot over there. The earlier ball was bowled much closer to the bat.
Pakistan have suffered.
Beautiful shot.
Great shot by Javed. And here, this is the strength of Javed. He's one of the best players of spin bowling. Just watch this now. Pin drop, silence in the crowd. A wonderful shot. And Richie, this must be the first 4 Javed has hit.
That's safe.
That's
now.
A great shot. between the 2 fielders. Here we see him placing it exactly between the 2 fielders while Raju is trying to bowl these Yorkers, which turned out to be a full toss.
And a man that was lucky to be even playing, he got in because of 2 injuries to the first choice 11. Chris Harris came in and knocked a superb 130.
He's got that one away nicely. That's a very good shot. Well, the fine leg is quite square down there. He obviously knows that, and he played a good leg glance.
Beautifully turned by Lee Jamon.
Oh, that's well played. Very well played, in fact. Rushed straight down the ground. He's a lovely straight hitter of the ball, and that's gone all the way. That's a good over for New Zealand. 11 runs from it. 36 for 2. That's well played. That's a beautiful shot. That's a magnificent shot. Off the back foot, right off the meat of the bat. Time to perfection.
Lee Jamon hasn't had a happy time at the World Cup with the bat. He got 40-odd on the last match, but he was pretty slow in getting there. But he looks to be in good touch here today. And that was a lovely shot off the back foot.
Good shot. It may stop on bouncing. Depends on the hardness of the outfield. And, in fact, it's going to go over the boundary line. Good stroke.
Yeah, it was a good shot. I think a slight change in pace too from Damian Fleming. I think he had to wait just a little bit more for it, and in the end he did club it nicely over the top of mid-wicket, wide mid-wicket, plenty of carry. Just sat up there. It is a good pitch. You've got to get it right if you're bowling.
That's safe. It's beaten the man at point, and we'll go for 4. You certainly bet on these grounds that if it gets through the infield, it's going to be 4 runs.
Well, here's the inconsistency you were talking about, Richie. It's just a little bit wide, this one. It enables the left-hander, Harris, just to free the arms. And I think it might have been a slightly slower delivery as well, but it wasn't well directed.
He has whipped that away straight over the fence at mid-wicket. That is a tremendous blow.
Well, he's tickled him up a couple of times, Glenn McGrath. He struck him on the gloves, Harris, twice. And now he just launches into this. Beautifully balanced when he hits the shot. Look at the momentum going into it, this full swing of the arms. And that carries over mid-wicket. It's the ultimate.
Another good shot. All right, well, we'll see now how focused Glenn McGrath is, because this has happened to him on a couple of earlier occasions in this competition. And Harris is doing it again.
Well, this is a good shot, of course. In the first 15 overs, there's no one back. No long on. So if you're prepared to take him on, if the length is there, on a pitch like this, you've got the confidence to go through with the shot. And that was well timed. No need to run for that.
Inside the 15 overs, there's a big chance of hitting straight down the ground. And Rifle has paid the penalty again, but I suppose it wasn't all that much over-pitched.
No, it wasn't that bad a delivery at all, really. He hit it on the up. And just a little bit of bottom hand coming into it, but that was intended. He was always looking to hit it in the air and hit it relatively straight.
It's good stuff. Good, sensible tactics. Lofting the ball, but lofting it where there's no man.
And it's really dragged us across, Lee Jamon.
Oh, that's well hit. That's 6 over cover point. Magnificent shot.
Well, Chris Harris is really showing that he's come of age in this World Cup. I was just talking about the lack of batting that he's had in this competition to date, with scores of 10, 8 and 8. Well, already he's just got into some wonderful flow out there.
That's beautifully timed. So the bounce is also good for the batsmen. They can play the horizontal bat shots. It's 85 for 3 after 13. He's timing the ball very sweetly, Chris Harris. It was almost a very good save. 100 coming up for New Zealand after 16.
That's a fine shot. Lee Jamon. That ball just slightly over-pitched by Shane Warne, and Jamon got to the pitch of the ball and hit it straight back past him for 4. The man at mid-on, no way he's going to stop that. In fact, that man's going to be pushed back to the boundary now. And so the New Zealand approach continues to attack and to counter-attack.
This time he goes over mid-off. Beautifully hit. This is Lee Jamon's best score in one-day internationals, his first half-century. Harris is going to go over the top. He'd be better going straight where the boundaries are short.
Well, that boundary is just short enough for Chris Harris because he's dissected the 2 men out there and picked the gap nicely for 4 runs. And so again, that run rate just goes along quite freely. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It was a very well executed shot at the end of the day.
It's a beautifully straight. A clean blow by Chris Harris and another boundary.
There's more than normal significance in the fist punching of the 2 batsmen out there, because there's a deliberate tactic on the part of the New Zealanders to have their left-handers in. They put Harris up the order to have a go at Warne, and it's working.
It'll be Mark Moore again, rolling round the wicket to the left-hander. Harris goes after him again. And that's another boundary. Such a beautiful timer of the ball, Chris Harris.
This is magnificent batting. It's a great partnership between these 2 after they lost the 3 wickets. Well, it's all scared to play their shots.
And that is the 50 for Chris Harris. That's well batted. That's his 450 for New Zealand in one-day international cricket. Goes after this, Harris, and he's got it past the man. He didn't make a great effort, really, to get to it. And that's the 100 partnership now between Lee Jamon and Chris Harris.
He was beaten in the flight and with the spin as well, but still got it away from that fielder.
Short and wide, and dispatched.
We've seen some magnificent timing of the ball here today. Both these batsmen have been striking it right out of the middle of the bat. It just underlines what a good pitch it is, and that the bowlers can't afford to stray for a moment. It was short and wide.
He's well played. This one away. And it's going to go for 4. It's found the gap. And so Lee Jamon still leading from the front. As he moves himself now to 79, a shortish ball there from Steve Waugh. And Lee Jamon very quickly picking it up, hitting it in front of mid-wicket. Dropped. And Chris Harris advancing down the pitch. And really did get onto that one quite well. And it has been missed. Sharp chance. And Michael Bevan puts that one down.
Let's have another look at it here. Down the wicket he goes and pulls it away on the onside. Bevan did pretty well to get both hands to that one. It didn't stick. And the action of Waugh.
Great shot. Short ball, no ball, and it's gone for 4. So frustration now creeping into the Australian game out there, because very rarely do you see a spin bowler try to bowl a bouncer. Well, it was a quicker one that stood up. It's been called a no ball, probably because it was over shoulder high, and Lee Jamon is more than happy to take the 4 for it and get the extra ball. And so, not a great delivery, and perhaps just a little bit of tension out there at the moment for both sides. Dropped. Difficult one too, and it hit the umpire. Jamon got enough bat on it, hit it straight back to the bowler. Sharp chance, very difficult one for the bowler, that one. It came back at extreme pace, and he deflected onto the umpire, good old Venkat there. And it's got New Zealand 1 run when perhaps Lee Jamon might have been looking for 4.
Well, that's a good shot as well. That's lovely timing. That's a 150 partnership, and it's brought up with a shot that was played to perfection, straight down the ground, and lovely timing.
Well, both Chris Harris and Lee Jamon must be eyeing hundreds here at the moment. They've done all the hard work. It's beautifully played.
Well, that's well played. That's over the top, going down towards square leg too. They are playing well. That's another 4. It's a short ball and not good bowling. This pitch has got some bounce in it. 200 for 3. Oh, he smashed that one. This is going way down towards deep long on. Over the top she goes. Take that, Glenn McGrath. These Kiwis are on fire here in Madras. This is unbelievable stuff.
Well, it's poor bowling by Glenn McGrath for one thing, but certainly wonderful batsmanship here from Lee Jamon. Very rarely do you see a fast bowler be hit over mid-on for 6 as easily and as crisply as that. So Lee Jamon continues taking the bowlers to the sword. And what a wonderful innings this is.
Got it. Gee, that's a good catch. You won't see anything better than that under pressure. McGrath can thank his lucky stars that that fielder was moving around there so brilliantly to take the catch. It was a full toss outside off stump, and Jamon has gone.
Well, this is a magnificent end to a magnificent innings too, Richie. I think Damien Fleming's the fielder here. What great commitment. Great skills from the bowler down there to back up his big mate, Glenn McGrath. So Jamon, what a fantastic knock. It's over. It's the adulation from the crowd. 89 off 96 deliveries. And New Zealand now 212 for 4.
Chase that, but have to throw it back from the bleachers. Tremendous strike.
Well, this is a phenomenal shot from Chris Harris. It really is. Look how wide he gets it from. It's a slower ball. He picks all of that, and then he picks it up beautifully, and that has gone miles.
That's it. That's a very, very good 100. Chris Harris has played superbly out there. And he did it in partnership with his captain, Lee Jamon, and it has been quite something to see.
He's found the gap on this occasion. That was a much-needed one for New Zealand.
Yes, so Chris Harris finding the gap again. I do tend to think that New Zealand, before the day had started, if they'd got round about 280 batting first, then they would have been more than happy with that. They're not there yet.
Again, Harris hitting the ball pretty well.
Well, Ricky Ponting is going to have nightmares about that one. And one's just starting to praise the Australians in the field. Ricky Ponting has just put down a chance there. A rank long hop really that Chris Harris pulled to mid-wicket. And Ricky Ponting away back there on the boundary was waiting for that, missed it. That's a big hit.
A huge hit. That's gone.
Well, it's gone not only 10 rows back, but probably 30 rows back, because it's into the second tier of the grandstand. And so Chris Harris, if he hasn't got any energy, he's certainly found something from somewhere, because that one's gone hard and high, and that's a typical left-handed shot right in the slot.
It's a one-hander, and Paul Rifle on this occasion has taken the catch. So Chris Harris really getting that one to within about 15 metres of the boundary with just one hand.
Well, it was a tired-looking shot, and it's probably acceptable at this stage of the innings. So Shane Warne picks up another wicket. Chris Harris coming down. Looks to be lost the grip of the bat there. Got under it. Got quite a lot of height on it. And really was a straightforward catch there for Rifles. So that's a wonderful innings from Chris Harris. 130, 124 deliveries, splattered with 6s and 4s. And really has helped New Zealand get to 282 with 1 over to go. And New Zealand now 8 wickets down. Standing ovation. Wonderful performance there from Chris Harris. Well played.
Oh, that's beautifully played. 4 runs. This will be a wonderful experience for Ricky Ponting if he makes runs with Mark Waugh at the other end. Fielders hit it.
फिर बड़े खूबसूरत शॉट, स्क्वायर कट उन्होंने 4 रन के लिए, कोई मौका नहीं, फील्डर इतनी ज़्यादा दूर नहीं थे, लेकिन वो भी नहीं उसके पास आ पाए।
यहाँ पे इस तरफ 2 भाई का प्रदर्शन,
आगे बढ़ करके फ्रंट फुट पे उन्होंने उठा दिया ये स्टैंड के बीचों बीच। बड़ा बेहतरीन छक्का, कई पंक्तियों को चीरता हुआ ऊपर मार्क वॉ का ये छक्का।
देखिए किस तरीके से करीब नहीं जा सकता, उनके करीब सिर्फ एलन नॉट ही गए थे और इस रफ्तार से
बढ़िया चौका यहाँ पर, अच्छी बॉल। और देखिए बैक फुट पे आकर के मार्क वॉ ने कितनी खूबसूरती से उसको स्क्वायर कट मारा और कितनी तेजी से बॉल
आई है। यहाँ पे 188
और घुमा दिया इन्होंने, बड़े जोरों का ये शॉट है, ये एकदम पार कर गया बाउंड्री को और ये छक्का। और 34 ओवर के बाद में 192 ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
Standing there, I think persuade him to do something out of the ordinary. Not quite. And there is Mark Waugh's 100, one of his greatest. .194 for 3.
और ब्रायन लारा से भी ज़्यादा और गैरी क्रिस्टन से भी ज़्यादा। और ये फिर से बड़े जोरों की शॉट मारी है इन्होंने और ये सीधा चौका। रोकने की भी कोशिश नहीं यहाँ पर, क्योंकि इतने जोरों से बॉल भागी थी बाउंड्री के पार।
देखिए किस तरीके से मार्क वॉ ने पोजीशन करते हैं अपने वाप और सही टेक्निकल कॉपी बुक स्ट्रोक, कोई चांस नहीं।
और ये देखिए किस कदर खूबसूरत शॉट मारी उन्होंने, लेकिन ये ज़्यादा दूर नहीं जाएगी और ये सीधी फील्डर के पास मिड ऑन पोजीशन पर इस दफ़ा मार्क वॉ उतनी ज़ोर से नहीं मार पाए। गेंद काफ़ी ऊंची चली गई और वो वापस पवेलियन में जा रहे हैं, लेकिन दर्शकों की कानों को बहरा कर देने की गूंजने वाली तालियों की गूंज के बीच में बहुत ही शानदार शॉट, लेकिन वो ज़्यादा दूर नहीं गई और वहाँ पर फील्डर खड़े हुए थे।
DNS का ये बॉल था, थोड़ा सा ऑफ साइड ऑफ स्टंप पर था और मार्क वॉ इसको उठाकर मारना चाहते थे लॉन्ग ऑन की तरफ, पर कैच कर लिए गए।
That's in the air, that's 4 runs. Well, that's what we're talking about. If it's up there, give it a go.
That's what Jasper has been doing right throughout this World Cup. Anything pitched up to him with a little bit of width, it frees his hands and just has complete go at it.
Terrific bang and into space, perfectly placed. And what a menace this man is. Perfect shot.
Certainly Jayasuriya turning out to be a difficult proposition for England. He's certainly made his intentions clear that time.
Beautifully played. Illingworth looking to bowl down leg side with fine sweep. Superbly played.
That time straying down the leg side. Jayasuriya just getting a little bit of bat on it and playing it very fine.
Over the top, straight over the top. All one-way traffic this. Illingworth put a hand up. Never really had a chance of making a catch.
Once again Illingworth giving a little bit of yard that time, but Jayasuriya quickly onto it, hitting it past the bowler.
Over that. is murder. 34 for 1, 35 for 1. Well, that's a terrific hit again. Wide across the line, first bounce into the perimeter advertising, and the Sri Lankan fans love it. Well, it's attractive. It looks so easy.
No way one can stop Jayasuriya. That time with Atherton spreading his field on the offside. Jayasuriya hitting that one, pitched on off stump around over mid-wicket boundary.
On the offside, but not on the on. Hit that well enough.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Garen Goff having made up his mind to go around the wicket, but it's so important that when you go around the wicket, you're very clear on what line you're going to bowl. From bowling around the wicket, if you pitch on the stumps, which that does, then it's probably going to hit leg stump or go down, so they just whip it away on the onside.
That's a good shot. That's still just too straight and just too full, I think, as well, Jeff.
Absolutely, Robin. Brian McMillan's one of the best bowlers I've seen bowling around the wicket. He really is. So you watch the length here. It's right up in the slot. It is outside of stump, but it's too far up.
Well, that's just a poor delivery. And there's no one on the onside out. Both the men out are at deep third man and deep extra cover. And that's just been put down. It's Goff again. Carried
Yes,
to about shin high. This was equally difficult.
He's at full stretch here. Well, that was a terrific shot, wasn't it? It was a good length ball, what we were talking about, just outside. And he just waited for it and then clubbed it with the bottom hand.
Is that 4 or 6? 6, I think, yeah.
He just looked to hit this with so much ease. You watch this, he just threw the ball, nice little chip with a wedge at golf, and it disappeared for 6.
Oh, here we go again. 6.
Well, this is like a charity match. It's like the old benefit matches we play in England when a lad's played 10 years for his county and he gets a benefit. The county players play against the local league players who you expect to be better than.
All right, then. 4 more.
Our commentary box. Super strike.
He's flicked that away over mid-wicket. Stewart in pursuit, but I don't think he's going to get there. No.
Well, he's given us an exhibition, isn't he? He's just whipped this over mid-wicket.
4 more.
Well, we now know he's not interested in the single. 100 partnership. What a splendid performance.
Bold, but a no ball. Well, that's just what England want, isn't it? Now then, Russell's confident. Beautifully taken down the leg side.
Well, he bowls for this sort of stumping, does Dermot Reeve. Just swinging it down, full where the pads are. Jack Russell's got him.
Off we go. 113 for 2.
In Chanderpaul, who made a good partnership with Lara.
And Chanderpaul's on 27.
Well, that's a terrific shot. It's scarce. He looked short to me, I must say. We're a long way from the centre, but to a Brian Lara eye, that was short enough.
Yes, absolutely. Showing that he's seeing the ball well now. Great shot. Picked it well. It wasn't the off-cutter, it was a seamer coming back into him.
Playing square cuts like that.
Jonty Rhodes, the misfielder again. The infield is not all that even. Jonty Rhodes thought he had that covered. The ball just nicking the thumb as it raced past. He's certainly giving it the full flow. Look there, he was down on his knees and the ball still beat him.
Oh, very fine. Top edge. Well bowled, Simcox, and 100 comes up for West Indies.
He really didn't choose this one nicely. This was the top spinner. Going over the top from Simcox, and frustration for him.
Oh, that's a different class of shot. His fifth boundary, and that was all to do with Lara waiting.
As he played this against the spin, it spun quite sharply as well, but this time he really got on top of it. He waited beautifully, and the fast outfield did the rest. Magnificent footwork. You see how far back his feet went.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant.
And there certainly is a big difference between Chandra Paul and Brian Lara facing up to Paul Adams. This was a very good shot. The ball coming back into Brian Lara, pretty much in line with the stumps, but he still had enough confidence to give himself some room and punch it through the offside. That certainly was on the stumps.
That'll be 4 more. And 50 for Brian Lara. Another Brian Lara 50 just creeps up on you. He's hardly broken sweat yet. 45 balls only. A master craftsman. That'll beat Adams. Wild and woolly delivery from Pollock. Lara just dismisses the ball from his presence. 8-4s now, Lara.
Attempted slow delivery, I would think, that from Sean Pollock, and that sometimes does happen. For the slow delivery is meant to be coming out of the arm a bit slow, obviously, because the fingers are sliding off the side of the ball, and sometimes you do tend to lose control.
Pressure's beginning to tell on South Africa. Chinks in the armour of their tremendous discipline. Another looping full toss, this time from Simcox. One-handed from Lara, virtually. That'll race away as well. That's 4 more. 150's up for the West Indies, who are only in the 28th over.
Well, it certainly is a brilliant start. There are 2 men inside the circle behind square, and Lara found the gap. Beautifully placed, and a deliberate stroke.
This will be cheering our viewers in the Caribbean up, Mikey.
Yes, those viewers on CBU back home in the Caribbean, well, at last they are getting something to cheer about, Bob. They were very happy after the match against Kenya. Match against Australia must have lifted their hopes a bit, but certainly they'll be quite happy with what's going on here.
That's 4 more. Three boundaries in 3 balls. Lara taking complete control.
In the air again, but I'm sure Brian Lara knows exactly what he's doing. The man that was square was put a bit finer, and that ball went pretty much where the man had been placed before.
And again.
The hallmark of a genius. There's no doubt about it. One word describes the man. Another boundary.
Some respite for Simcox in South Africa, but for how long? 12-4s, Brian Lara.
20 come from that Pat Simcox over. The West Indies have raced on to 165 for 1. And that'll be 4 more. South Africa looking down the barrel of a very big gun.
Outside edge there from Brian Lara, flying fine, and the wide of Craig Matthews at third man. Brian McMillan too short and too wide.
In the air, Rhodes leaps, but he's not tall enough, and that's smashed into the boundary boards, the advertising hoardings.
Well, once again, it's the fly into the spider's web. Short and wide. Lara likes nothing better. Too close for comfort, I'm sure, for him, but he hit that like a tracer bullet.
To date, this is quite a good ploy from Simcox. I think he probably left it maybe 2 overs too late in his first spell before adopting this method of over the wicket and at leg stump. Lara can only get 1. Oh, he's taken it 2. And he's got there.
And he's made it. And that's a most magnificent 100. Brian Lara showing the world just what a fine player he really is.
2 or 3 for 2. Interesting to see how Simcox has gone over the wicket to Lara, and this was the great flaw. The ball round the wicket gave Lara room, which was fatal, but now much more organised, frugal approach.
The trouble is, when he gets it right and goes over the wicket now and tries to bowl there, Lara's in such good nick like that, you can't stop the flow of runs, so they're doing it too late. You've got to do it early on when he was nervous and not sure of himself, under pressure. Now he's going to smack you all over the park. He's got 2 shots for every ball now. He's going.
You don't see too many of these though, Jeff, do you?
Well, that's why he's a great player. I mean, he just moved away and smacked it.
And that's the top edge. Man under it. Got him. Lara goes. In the 40th over.
Well, this is a huge wicket for South Africa. Top edge sweeping. And many of us have been thinking and then saying it that Simcox should have been bowling like this from the beginning. But his heart was in his mouth there. Very important that. Brilliant innings. 111 off 94 balls.
How many balls will it take? 2 on the on, 3 on the boundary, on the leg. He's hit it up in the air. This will be out as well. Yeah. Didn't really get it anywhere near the middle of the bat. And the West Indies are now definitely in the shallow end on the way to dry land.
Another good wicket for the West Indies. Roger Harper brought back into the attack. The slow bowlers have been doing the job. John Rhodes going for the big hike over the mid-wicket boundary. Didn't quite get hold of it, didn't hit it far enough. And Jimmy Adams taking a very good catch. And isn't he happy? He has had a good game, Jimmy Adams. It's 196 for 5.
22 years of age. He won't be facing just yet because now against Pakistan. It's a big appeal and out. LBW. McMillan plays right back. 1-2.
Well, there is no doubt at all about that. He would have hit halfway up mid-stop. 196 use that 2018 made against England.
Out! Brilliantly caught. Diving to his left. 3 wickets in and over. Roger Harper has taken this game by the scruff of the neck and driven the West Indies into the semi-finals.
That was excellent cricket from Roger Harper. We were seeing a game previously that Roger Harper had lost a lot of the sparkle in the field. He had dropped a few catches, but look at this. He has come right when he was really needed. That is a good catch. Made sure he put his hand on the ground and knocked the ball. You don't need anything better than that.
And that's a big hit. It'll be caught though. It will be. Roger Harper just playing with the air, a little slower. Jimmy Adams is the man at deep mid-wicket. And we've seen super catches out there today, 3 of them. 2 by Adams, 1 by Arthurton. Sean Pollock's a little bit annoyed, but what else can he do?
Well, which schoolmaster told us all catches win matches? That's what it's all about. The pressure's on, the ball is up there. Quite simple really in a way, but under the pressure of do you go through to the semi-final or not, then they are very, very important catches.
47 deliveries, keeping the run rate ticking over. Now, although the wickets were falling, it didn't seem to matter to the Sri Lankan run rate at all.
Oh, he's got that away. That's off the edge. No slip in position, so that's for the first boundary to the Sri Lankans. Well, that's a good shot. That's beautifully played. That's 2 boundaries in a row. That's a lovely shot. This is a fast outfield. Don't underestimate the rest of this batting lineup. Beautifully played. That's 4. Take that. This is a tremendous temperament. What a beautiful shot. Off the edge, and that'll go for 4, I think. Yes, it will. It's a thick edge. No slips in there. And that's the second one that Aravinda De Silva has managed to get away fine.
In spite of those 2 early wickets, Aravinda De Silva is not going to stop playing his shots, and I think that's the right attitude, because if you let the bowlers get on top of you, then it'll become harder as play goes on.
He's got that away for 4. Well, there's no fine leg. They've decided to sacrifice the fine leg in order to get themselves another deep fieldsman on the offside.
Well, they've obviously forgotten that Aravinda De Silva is one of the happy hookers in the game. Anything short, he likes to get under it.
Oh, he's got that away too. That could go all the way. Just short, is it? Yes, 1 bounce for 4. Well, they're going along at over 5 and over. So 12 runs off that over. Sri Lanka 35 for 2.
That's beautifully played by De Silva through the offside. This outfield is like lightning. 4 runs.
Shot again on the rise, a bit of width outside off stump. I think he's got a ball straighter than that. He's a technically correct player. I don't think he's going to throw the bat as badly as the openers did. He's going to play orthodox cricket, width, super shot.
Oh, he's pulled that one out from outside the off stump and smashed it through square leg.
Well, it's very effective, is that, but like a Sunday afternoon slog in the garden, that. Just puts the foot down way outside. Got away with it. But I don't think it'll look too clever if it got an underside edge and was bowled.
Again, played away beautifully on the onside. This time by Aravinda De Silva. The ball might just go all the way to the fence. It does. It just was a push. And the ball really raced away to the fence. For Srinath to continue. And De Silva on strike. And that's beautifully played through the covers for 4 runs. And what a way to bring up his 50.
Just hits through the line a little early, but no problem. Just skates along, so fast the outfield. And a belter of a batting surface.
And this has been beautifully stroked away. Square of the wicket on the offside by Aravinda De Silva for 4 more runs. And driven this time through the covers again by De Silva. Jadeja giving chase but gives it up for 4 more runs.
Well, it's money for old rope, this, to a class player. And I just felt, I think he's made a little mistake here, hasn't he? They just kept him on. The batsman's got the line of him, he's got the length of him, and he fancies him, to be blunt.
There's ball in, it's beautifully bowled. Kumble has once again delivered for the Indians. Clever tactics by the Indian captain, Mohammad Azharuddin. And that's a beautiful delivery. The middle stump is lying flat.
Just look at the jubilant crowd, absolutely delighted at the wicket of De Silva. Big blow for Sri Lanka. De Silva rather tentative on that one, getting a slight inside edge and knocking his middle stump. A beautiful delivery by Kumble. Ball drifting into the batsman and going straight through.
What a blow. Aravinda De Silva has played a little gem of an innings. 66 off 47 balls.
Competitor. That wasn't a great delivery to get a wicket. 25 for 1, the West Indies.
I'm not too sure that there was a nick there. It seemed that Healy was convinced. He really went up in a big way. But Otis Gibson just stood there. He didn't look very happy. Let's have another look at it.
Therefore, very difficult to say whether that hit the bat or not, but Healy seemed very convinced. And finally, Venkat did raise that finger. The West Indies have lost another wicket. It's 178 for 5.
They're celebrating. Adams hitting right across the line. That one obviously just pitched and straightened, and umpire Venkat gave him out.
Yes, Jimmy Adams looking to play across the line here again. Shane Warne not really spinning the ball a great deal. Adams missed straight in front. It's 183 for 6.
It was a magnificent flipper. He was on the back foot trying to get it away, and that is the end.
That was onto his pad before his bat even came down. Pretty much in front. It's 194 for 8.
The man who played the gem of the knock for the Sri Lankans in that semi-final. Can he do it again tonight? He's already had a pretty good day, and he's got heaps of experience. This will present a nice challenge for him now. He'll have to settle things down here, while at the same time making sure he maintains his normal game, which is a pretty aggressive game in any event. That's his performance so far. At 66 against India. A magnificent innings. This is the big one. A bit of swing here for Fleming.
Anything away.
Slow one. He's hit that beautifully. That's a magnificent shot. He smashed that for 4. Over the top of the infield. So Glenn McGrath is coming round the wicket. All the Australians are in, saving one.
Prime Minister would like to go through. Victory.
Thanks a lot, Ian. I think the boys played really well right throughout the tournament.
You had it in mind right from the start. You said all along that you wanted to have another crack at Australia. You've got your way, and you guys fought very hard.
I thought the boys played really well. I think I should thank the Pakistan public. I think they were really behind us right throughout the game. And I should thank Asa and Wasim. They are the ones who brought the side to Colombo when we were in trouble. And thanks a lot, Wasim and Asa. And we are very grateful to you. And thanks a lot. Back in Sri Lanka, I think everyone contributed a lot. Thanks a lot.
And I can tell you, Arjuna, there's a special award in there, $100,000 US for Sri Lanka for winning.
Yeah, I think the boys deserve that very well.
You might be able to spend it on the celebrations, eh?
You never know.
Okay, well that's all from the Wills presentation ceremony. A very, very happy Sri Lankan crowd.